What's going on, guys? It's Dr. Freeze here at the Lighthouse, and today I'm going to teach you how to circle move in only 6 easy steps. Now this move is a little bit complex, but I'll break it down to you easy. Once you learn it, you can incorporate it a bunch of different ways. If you guys are ready to learn, give me a like and subscribe, and let's jump on it. So the circle move is basically a couple whips that make a continuous, never-ending circle. To learn this move, you first must know finger rolls, and you also must know whips. You can learn those right up here, because you're gonna need to know those. Now the first thing you must know is you need to continuously be able to whip with one hand, which I go over in my whip video. So how I describe it is you whip it and you flip it. Whip it, flip it. Whip it, flip it. Whip, flip. Whip, flip. Whip, flip. Whip, flip. Whip, flip. And going backwards now, we're gonna whip with our pinky, flip. Whip, flip. Whip, flip. Whip, flip. Whip, flip. You want to be able to go forwards and backwards with both hands. So what we're gonna do is stagger a forward whip with one hand, and then with the other hand, we're gonna do a backward whip. So let's get started. So imagine a circle in front of you. We're gonna take our hands and cross them. For me, I'm putting my right over my left, and this is gonna be the top of the circle, right over here. Step 1, we're gonna close our right hand starting with our pointer, and we're gonna rotate this thing around. Once we get to about here, we're kinda at the side of the circle, we're gonna flip this right hand like this. Then we're gonna bring this down around, and once we get near the bottom of the circle, we're gonna open our right hand starting from our pointer. Now the key is you want these two pointer fingers to connect, because that's how you're gonna have a clean, symmetrical circle. Once we get here, step 4, we're gonna close our left hand starting from our pinky and move the circle around. When we're around the side, step 5, we're gonna flip the left hand. And step number 6, we're gonna open our left hand from the pinky and rotate it around to complete the circle. So now I'm gonna talk about the different positions you could do circle moves. I just showed you the first one, but there's actually 3 more that you could do, and you want to practice all of them. So we're gonna start back in that position, and instead of closing from the right hand, we're gonna close from the left hand now and go the opposite direction. Step 1, we close our left hand with our pointer finger, as this one's coming around. Step 2, we're gonna flip our left hand back here. Step 3, we open our left hand with our pointer, and this is the bottom of the circle. Step 4, we close our right hand now with our pinky. Step 5, we flip our right hand. And step 6, we open our right hand with our pinky. And now we're back at the top. So it's the exact same thing, but it just went in the opposite direction. Now, the third way you want to practice, instead of your right hand over your left, put your left over your right. And this time we'll go clockwise, so we're gonna go close, flip, open, and then close, flip, open. And the fourth way is, again, left over right, but go in the opposite direction. Now we're gonna go clockwise. That last one was counterclockwise. So we're gonna go close, flip, open, close, flip, open. So you wanna practice all 4 of those ways, clean them up, because then you'll have ultimate control over your whips and your placement. Now, a few tips for your circle move. When you get to these points, the top and the bottom, you wanna make sure that your fingers are connected. So if it's the pointer fingers, you wanna make sure they're connected, and then if it's the pinky fingers, you wanna make those connected. Because when they're connected, it makes that perfect circle that's uninterrupted. If the fingers aren't connected in the middle, it's just gonna look like a sloppy blob, and that is not what we want. It looks like a starfish. This is called the circle move. So we want a circle. If I see you trying the circle move and it's not a circle, I'm gonna just have to whoosh. I'm just kidding. I would never strike someone with these gloves on. So here's another tip for your circle move. If you want a big circle, you want to move your hands around in a circular motion while you're doing this thing. So here we're just doing the regular move, and then if we move our hands all the way around, we get bigger circles. So that's one way to widen up that circle and make it huge. Another tip, you could start from anywhere in the circle. Let's start here. You start from the bottom of the circle and then you do your circle move, right? Or you could start from the bottom of the circle here and then do your circle move. Or you could even start from the side of the circle move. Like, I guess this would be the side, kind of. Actually, this is more like the bottom. I mean, you could go from the side right here, and then you could go from this side right here. Keep practicing, and you wanna really get comfortable with this motion and then this motion. So you wanna be able to stop it at any time and then just go in the opposite direction. And trust me, it's gonna help your whips so much. Whips are timeless. Whips are so dope, and they'll always blow the viewer's mind. So practice your circle move, practice all 4 of them, get them all clean. Learning this fundamental move will massively affect your whip placement. One example is, let's say our right's on top of our left and we're going this way. If I wanted to, I could switch my right underneath my left and then do a circle move this way. And it gives a different effect. Another thing you could do if you have all the positions down, let's say your right's over your left and you're doing the circle move like this. If you bring your right underneath your left and do the circle move, then you could pull it out, right? And so let's say you want to go in the left direction. So now we put our left underneath and we pull it out. So once you practice all 4 of those positions, your whip placement is gonna get beastly. It's gonna get insanely good. So just clean those up, stick to the fundamentals, and they're gonna pay off huge. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you got something valuable out of it, please give me a subscribe and comment down below what you wanna see next so I know what kind of content you guys want. Now go take this circle move and be the light in somebody's world. I'll see you next week.